What is up, everybody? Welcome into another episode of the XS Show. As always, I am your host, Jordan, joined by my best friends on the red couch.
B-Rad.
And Jeff.
So this will be part 2 of our E3 roundup. If you didn't watch the first video, click it. It's down there or somewhere around here. We covered Microsoft and Sony in that video, and this one, we're going to cover the Big N.
Nancy,
right?
Nintendo.
The Nancy console, Nintendo. Nintendo actually, they didn't have any hardware to worry about announcing since Switch has been out since April now. So they were really able to kind of focus on the games, and I know Brad's super excited about all of them.
this is the episode where Brad shakes his head. Yes.
For the Nintendo dorks on the show here, though, pretty dang strong showing from Nintendo. Two Metroids, like we talked about in our E3 rumor wrap-up, both of those did get announced. One for the 3DS, which looks to be a remake of The Return of Samus from the Game Boy, and a new Metroid Prime 4.
Woo!
Pretty hyped on that, even though all they showed was just a logo with the theme song. That's all you needed to be like, ooh.
Giving the people what they want.
Yeah,
Right.
They really were. I kind of made the joke that they went Oprah with this one. They were like, "You get a Metroid, you get a Metroid." So they announced that. They did announce a Pokemon game, like we talked about. I know you love Pokemon.
Right, really? Man, I never.
I love the Pocket Monsters.
The Pocket Monsters. But they are working on a new core Pokemon game for the Switch, so all the people that were butthurt at the Pokemon Direct can breathe a sigh of relief, I guess.
I have the Nintendo Power in which they call it Pocket Monsters.
Before they shortened it to Pokemon. I remember that.
Does anyone remember Monsters in My Pocket for
Oh,
Nintendo?
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway,
Taking it way back.
Right.
Way back machine. Announced some new Fire Emblem game. Coming
That
to the
looks
Switch.
cool.
That looks really good. Yoshi, Kirby, Xenoblade, Zelda DLCs, Rocket League. I mean, they just went crazy. And, of course, they capped it all off with a pretty extended look at Mario Odyssey. So, we'll just kind of go roundtable here about the things that you were most hyped on for what Nintendo announced. I thought the Treehouse for the 3DS. What the hell is that? Metroid. Yeah, looked really cool. A lot of new combat mechanics that looked really awesome.
super awesome.
Yeah.
New blaster abilities.
I mean, they took the combat and they sprinkled in a little God of War and Ninja Gaiden
Yep.
and Castlevania, just real
Melee,
action
some
heavy.
cool melee combat now. That's a first for the series, so that'll be cool. Xenoblade 2 looked really nice.
Right.
I've been waiting to play one of those games in that series for a long time.
They're good.
Yeah.
You're looking at another 100 hours down the drain on that. There's some long games.
Hey, I'm okay with that as long as it's a fun ride.
Yeah. Jeff, he really likes the first one.
Xenoblade Chronicles.
Yeah. He was really involved. I remember when I saw the trailer for that, like 2 years ago or whatever. They showed the mech. I was like, oh god, a mech game, gotta play it. And Jeff was playing that, and I was like, so have you gotten to the mech yet? He's like, nope, I'm 80 hours in, and I don't have my mech license. I'm like, oh, maybe I don't want to play that. But it does look really good. About the only bummers, no Smash Brothers of
Yeah.
any kind.
Yeah.
I was really hoping to see some more news about what all would come with the online, as
Right.
far as like the Netflix, and just really how it was all going to work with the phone. And no SNES Mini announcement. I don't know if I'm really surprised by that after everything that came to light about why they shut down production of the NES.
Right.
Can't say I'm really surprised, but would have been cool to see. Not to say that they won't come out in October and be like, hey, Christmas time treat again. So, but we'll see what they have to say.
When they figure out how to pirate-proof it, I feel like that's their large stance on why they discontinued
Well,
it.
actually, Jeff knows why they discontinued.
So what happened was the production time at the manufacturers and the chips come from the same manufacturer, and that's why you saw that big thing about them warring with Apple to get time at the manufacturer and time with the people who make their chips.
Huh.
So they're actually running into a shortage. That's why they cut your NES Mini short, because if they didn't do that, they wouldn't have the Switches.
They'd rather make more Switches.
Well, I knew that the Switch was their moneymaker, and
Right.
more people were demanding that, probably. So
So once supply grows, who knows? They might do an NES Mini reboot, though it's doubtful. They might just go on to the SNES Mini.
I think
but-
that'll. I think that's going to remain a collector's item,
It
much
could be.
to my chagrin.
yeah,
We'll see.
oh well.
So real quick, I guess we'll just talk about what was your standout?
This console Switch is gearing up to be the RPG machine. They've got the Mario and Rabbids for a tactical kind of
Yeah,
RPG.
the weird XCOM style
Right.
Mario game.
And then with the Pokemon
Yeah.
is supposed to be an RPG.
Right.
Xenoblades, Fire Emblem, it's
Disgaea
just
5
yeah,
coming in.
exactly.
Lost Sphere probably make its way onto the Switch. Yeah, it's shaping up to be a nice little RPG console.
I am still super hyped for Octopath Traveler.
Yeah, man.
Son, that game looks gorgeous. To my retro sensibility, fandom of that whole sprite based. Yeah, I know that's a weird name. You probably think I'm stupid, but hey, that game
No.
looks super ill.
Price
awesome.
is like,
I have-
what?
You're all speaking a foreign language right now.
RPG.
What?
But this
64
is
DD.
How
this
do
is-
I get to the street? I'm looking for 12th Street.
Can
I
you
talk
tell
slow-
me how to get to New Donk City?
yeah. What you need is a ghost hat.
Right. Then you can
Yeah.
possess a car.
I will say that looked crazy.
Odyssey.
Mario Odyssey.
Yeah.
When I saw him running around in what looked like a...
Hey, that guy got a text message.
Hey,
Sorry.
It does look good. I'm looking forward to.
the realistic looking city.
Yeah.
It was weird seeing Mario running around in
Like next to
a
real size people.
cityscape. Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. The part about that has me really intrigued is it looks more like Super Mario 64 and less like New Super Mario Brothers, which I think we've needed a true 3D Mario for a while now. So
But
it'll
that
be- it'll be
2D
good to
switch
get.
up,
That was
Yeah.
that was cool.
that was
Yeah.
very cool.
Yeah.
To me, it seems like the equivalent of the Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask for the Mario series, because you're
Yeah.
making all these transformations, and I mean they did that in Mario Galaxy too.
You know what's kind of weird is I thought you could kind of see some of the innovations from Zelda. Like
Right.
finding different ways to interact with objects in the game, making you have to think a little bit about how can I use this ability to take on this task.
Hmm.
When I watched the Treehouse, there was a guy playing, and he was like, "I saw this." He was in New Donk City. He was up on one of the skyscrapers.
I can't.
Every fucking time.
He said, "I saw this down here, and I wondered how do I get to it." So he ends up doing a long jump to get there. But then he actually finds that there's a pathway up as
Right.
well. So yeah, it's using that whole range of you can climb up and you can
Which I
go
love.
the correct way, or
Which
you
I
can
love.
right.
It's been a while since I've played such a glut of games that really emphasize exploration like they used to back in the day. So
Right.
I'm pretty hyped on that. It'll
Well,
be good.
And this is day one of their treehouse.
Right. There could be still more announcements to come
Right.
throughout the week. Nintendo likes to sort of just like sprinkle things in.
So what was that hack and slash that I saw? The Dynasty game.
Oh,
Using the
Fire
Dynasty-
Fire
That's
Emblem
the- that's the new
Warriors.
Fire Emblem game.
Okay.
It does look like it'll be good. Little different take on Fire Emblem.
Yeah,
Warriors.
it's definitely using the Warriors type
Mhm.
engine.
Not your RTS that you're used to. So
Right.
if you're thinking that's going to be that, it's not.
Yeah, if you want that, then pick up Rabbids.
Right. Yeah. Such a weird thing, man. That
Just
just like came
everything-
out of left field.
Everything goes sideways, please.
They're like, you know what would be cool? We'll let Ubisoft make a ripoff of XCOM with Rabbids and Mario and
It
machine
is
guns.
It is an interesting game, though. You
Yeah,
know,
no, I'll
using,
give him that.
using cover and
It just
blasters
seems like
and
such a foreign.
Did you
like,
say machine guns?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, I'm not
guns.
kidding. Yeah,
I have
yeah,
to
Blasters.
watch it now.
yeah.
There's
That's where
three things that don't go together.
That's where I was drawing the XCOM comparisons from, since it's really a lot like that.
yeah, we got Arms
Arms is coming,
going on.
That's what, next week?
16th,
next week?
No, it's this week. It's the 16th.
16th,
Oh crap.
and Splatoon 2 tournament going on.
Yep, and that's coming down the pipe too. 2017 is looking like a real good year for the house that N built.
I'm still really glad that they're supporting the 3DS though, just because.
Yeah,
you know,
that was
this-
kind of a rumor too, was that 3DS support might be ending.
Right.
So glad to see that is not the case.
Yeah, that Metroid game looks really nice. So
That'll be a system seller. I mean, really, the Metroid games, that's going to be a Switch seller. I saw a lot
Yep.
of online comments saying, well, shit, gotta get a Switch now.
Right.
And a
And
lot of people were waiting for it.
Radiant Historia for the 3DS.
Right. Yeah, I forgot about that
That's super exciting to me.
one. Yeah. Seeing as how we still can't find a copy in the wild of the
Yeah.
the first one for DS, so a lot going on. Kind of conference-wise, it was pretty low-key.
thankfully, sometimes I look at
They get a
Nintendo's
little too
conferences-
ambitious, man. The live from the Switch announcement, the whole "Let's Switch."
Yeah.
I was like, cringe. No, this is wrong.
Right.
I was looking at the top 10 cringeworthy moments at E3,
Yeah,
and it was the one where was it Shigeru Miyamoto was doing the
The Wii music.
Wii music.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was
it was just
not
so
good.
terrible.
that was not good. That was not good.
Uh,
Yeah, I don't really know what else to say about it. I mean, I'm hashtag Nintendo fanboy for life, so I'm hyped on it.
Respect.
Yeah, I'll battle you. I'll probably lose, but I'll
well,
battle you.
I was astonished just a few minutes ago to find out that in Japan arcades they're bringing out Mario Kart GP VR
Yeah,
with wrist straps where you can actually throw items. You think they're gonna bring? It's depending on how well it does. Bring it to home systems. I mean,
I don't know about home systems soonish, but I could definitely see them putting that in arcades, like at Main Event, Dave and Buster's, the Universal Studios arcades, things like that,
Mhm.
and seeing how it does. We've all kind of wondered what sort of VR support the Switch would have down the line,
Right.
so I mean that could be our answer. That might be them testing the waters and seeing how well it works.
Right.
You just don't know.
You said it's
interesting.
working on the
Don't
HTC.
know, Buffy.
Yeah,
Yes,
the
it's
Vive,
using
yeah.
the Vive technology. So I don't know. I'd be hyped for it. Y'all know I'm not a VR fan, so I could probably take it or leave it either way. But if I was going to play something, it would probably be Mario Kart. I could see that being,
That would be a cool looking.
Yeah.
Gotta watch your back a little bit.
right.
Like, will it have full 360 degree?
Probably not, because knowing Nintendo, they're like, we don't want anyone's necks to get hurt. Don't want any broken
Right.
necks.
Why don't you take a break?
Why don't you take a break? Stretch your neck.
Yeah.
Avoid whiplash.
Don't forget to tighten the wrist straps.
Have you drank 8 ounces of water?
Have you eaten your vegetables today? So yeah, I'll be watching that with a curious eye. I don't know what else stood out. What stood out to you, AG?
The Zelda DLC was kind of an attention catcher. I mean, honestly, I still have so much time to put into the just standalone content, but
Yeah.
I like that they're coming out with new stuff to keep people interested, like people like you guys that are putting,
Hundreds
lots
of hours
lots
in
more
already.
hours. I mean, I'm at like almost 80 hours, but I'm very
I'm
curious.
almost at 100. Jeff's at like 200.
Segue. I looked at the final game clock for Andromeda. 140 hours.
Whoa! How much? That's way more time than Horizon, right?
Yeah,
Dang.
yeah, way more. I did
Huh.
everything.
But
everything.
how much of that did you spend staring at weird people's faces? Just joking.
After the patch,
alien
probably
butts.
not so much.
Like-
Yeah.
I gotta see that blue butt again.
That blue butt. Show me that blue butt.
So that's another. That's probably 20 hours.
Just staring at blue butt time for Bradley Brown. They did announce some new amiibos to coincide with the Zelda DLC. We're gonna get amiibos of the 4 champions. It's kind of cool if you're into that. We are.
and an amiibo, 2 amiibos for the Metroid.
Yep.
Oh, cool.
Yep.
Yeah. They're really
So-
and amiibos for the Rabbids as well. They're really pushing the amiibo
Eh.
this
Yeah.
cycle.
I like the amiibos. I think they're fun, but I'm also a toy collector. So.
Do they own those?
What?
Do they own?
The Rabbids.
No, do they license those?
Amiibos?
Who manufactures Amiibo?
Nintendo.
Nintendo.
Okay, so that.
But yeah, they do use licenses though. I mean, there's a Ryu one from Smash.
Cloud's coming.
Cloud's coming. From Final
Bayonetta.
Fantasy, Bayonetta. So they'll make whoever will be willing to work with them. So who knows who you'll see coming down the line?
I'm still waiting for these next couple days because I really want to see a couple of gems dropped.
They're gonna sneak some in there. You know
Yeah.
they will. They always do. It'll be key.
Nintendo, you're our only hope. E3 this year has been whack.
Yeah, it was pretty low key. I was happy with Nintendo's. I was happy with Sony's, but Microsoft let me down pretty hard.
My pie in disguise is
Pie in the sky.
would be if Square Enix came out with a Chrono Trigger 2 just out of nowhere.
It's not gonna happen, bruh.
I know, but that would blow my
It's
mind.
not gonna happen.
That's my pie in
You
disguise.
gotta give up on that pie in disguise. It is dead and buried.
Watch them drop that name within the next couple days.
I would.
It does seem like the
something dumb.
relationship with Square Enix and
It's getting better.
Nintendo is getting patched up. So,
Yeah.
maybe there's a hope left for
Getting
that.
better. We'll see. So overall, grade wise, fanboy leanings accounted for. I give them an A minus. Pretty solid game showing. I didn't expect anything new hardware wise for them. They basically gave me everything I was looking for, short of Smash. So for me, it's an A minus. Brad, I know your opinion's just kind of like, I saw some games.
Yeah,
They
I will
looked all right.
exclude myself respectfully. I just didn't do enough.
Legwork.
Yeah,
That's
I
okay.
wasn't. I'm sorry to say, hashtag Sony fanboy.
We
for
know.
life.
Hey, man.
I'm trying.
No, okay.
I'm really trying.
I said this before we started taping, man. Don't feel bad about your opinions,
But-
dude.
Here's my thought
If
process.
Nintendo's not your thing, it's not your thing.
I'm just waiting for a game that I know that I'll actually play and play all the way through.
That's fair.
Because I could see myself getting something and I'll be like, this is stupid. And then it'll just sit there.
Throw it out a window.
Yeah.
I've done that with every console I've had, though. So,
So,
yeah, you just never know. All right, so not applicable for Brad.
NA.
Grip, what are you giving the N?
B plus.
Okay.
And I mean, I feel bad coming out with that grade because they just got started today, but they came out swinging.
So
I
B
think.
B plus pending, maybe.
Pending, yeah. We'll see what the next 2 days have in store.
All right, Jeff, what do you think?
With ARMS and Splatoon and almost every first IP coming out with that thing, it's an A minus for me.
Yeah.
They're really hitting on all cylinders.
I feel like this is the first Nintendo console in a while where they have announced a game for all their major first party
Except for Star
things,
Fox.
except for Star Fox.
F-Zero. Of course, that's not really major.
Yeah, and there hasn't been a new F-Zero game since.
64.
And I
Or
feel
Oh,
like-
there was one for GameCube.
Yeah, yeah.
I feel like Fast RMX really
Right.
hit the grade
They'd
for that
be
one.
saturating the market if they had another
Right.
spacey
Right.
racer.
And I don't know what Star Fox's future will be after the lackluster performance of Zero.
Maybe another adventures game.
You know, if it was done right, I'd almost be for that.
All right.
So, no motion controls, man. Just make it control like Star Fox 64. Shit. It's weird because I really don't know what to say because I'm just generally happy with everything they announced. I don't really have any major criticisms. I'm excited for the future of Nintendo. I kind of thought it was maybe in doubt a little bit with the Wii U, even though it sold well. It critically wasn't a success.
I don't think it was their worst selling system to date, other than the Virtual
Yeah,
Boy.
but I mean, it still sold, but you just kind of were like,
Virtual Boy.
yeah. You knew they had to knock it out of the park with everything associated with Switch, and so far, I feel like they're doing that.
We didn't mention the Skyrim
Oh, yeah.
I forgot
Amiibo
about that.
Yeah.
Amiibo Cross, where you can
Yeah,
actually
so
get
if you want your Skyrim character to look like Link, that can happen. Be interesting.
right.
In Rocket League, your little your cars can wear Mario hats too. Nintendo loves doing that kind of little cutesy.
Right, tie in.
Put your hats on your cars. Makes sense, right? Put your hats on your dinosaurs. Put your hats on your Skyrim guys. They just love hats over there.
Face. Okay.
Sorry.
Go play your shooty bang games.
I
bro.
will.
Oh no, Monster Hunter. They didn't say anything about that yet, but I know it's supposed to be coming out for Switch.
Monster Hunter Double Cross.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and I mean, I think that game being portable is probably the way to go.
Yeah.
I love that's coming out for PS4, but
I'm curious to see.
That's Worlds.
right.
Yeah.
The franchise is going to be
Right,
both.
yeah.
I want to see what they announce over the next few days as far as just what's going to be available through the eShop.
And I want to see a new Phoenix Wright too.
This would be a good console for that.
Yes.
This would be a good console for a lot of things, man.
Right.
Yeah, alright. I'm done loving on Nintendo. Hashtag Nintendo fanboy for life. So anyway, thank y'all for joining us for our E3 wrap-up. If you haven't watched the other video, find the link around here somewhere and watch that one. It's
You
good.
get to see me talk.
You get to see Brad talk. It's nice.
Yay!
What stood out for you for this one? Nintendo, Sony, or Microsoft? Leave a comment down below. Hit that like button. Subscribe to our channel. It does help us out in the long run, and we appreciate it. So, as always, guys, thanks for joining us. I've been your host, Jordan, joined by my best friends on the red couch.
B-Rad.
Grip.
And Jeff.
Catch y'all in the next one.
Peace.
Still recording.
Still recorded.